After 3 weeks of heavy feeding and 2 oxalic acid treatments, it was time to open up these hives and see exactly what was going on. Where were we in reference to going into the winter? Were the colonies strong? Were they well fed? The sad fact is that in the northern climate where we are, especially for the backyard beekeeper with a few hives, the death rate from wintering was 60 to 80%. So the odds are against us actually doing well coming through the winter. It was time to take a peek in here and see if we had done everything we really could do, getting these hives prepared for their long winter's nap.
Our Swiffer sheets have got themselves a lot of hive beetles, which is good. Because I don't think they were able to build out any comb. Once the bees cross a certain time of year, they're just not good at comb building. So we know we still got blank combs, even though we've been socking the heck out of them with sugar water. And still just a little bit in there, a little bit here, no real sign of new draw.
What I saw was not instilling me with any faith as to where we were going this winter.
Two up from stores, and it looks like goldenrod honey in a combination with sugar syrup. And it looks like they finished off with the brood cells and are just filling in honey. So I am feeling some weight. See what we can ascertain about the brood. Again, this side of the hive isn't that interesting to them. Some cat brood, some larva. Tiny little bit of brood nest. Some bee bread. I can see just a wee bit more brood. We have more brood over here and over here, and we still have eggs being laid. We're good. I wish these guys had put a lot more store in there. I wish there were a lot more frames of brood, but sadly we can't get everything we want. So we'll just have to be happy with what we have. I don't know why. Yeah. We're going to move right on to the next hive. These guys a bit of smoke. This frame is relatively light. I was hoping with the amount of nectar I was slamming them with, or sugar water, that we'd have a little bit more weight out here. But we don't yet. This one's heavy. This one's fairly full, that's good. I think we need to go downstairs, see what the brood box looks like, and then button this guy up. Move this guy over. That's what I wanted to see. Cat brood and larva. That's what I wanted to see, and I saw it on the first frame. Yeah, I'd love to see the queen. I don't want a disruptor going in there. She's doing a good job so far, even this late in the season. But these guys need to start taking on some juice.
The Mesopotamia hive was definitely better than the Atlantis hive, but still I would have liked to see a lot more brood in there.
Last but not least, Troy. The Swiffers definitely catch hive beetles. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Our hive beetles aren't the biggest concern right now. The varroas are. These guys have been scoring a little too high on the mite drops when I do the oxalic acid. So we're going to do a number of other treatments on that. Again, we'll start by pulling the frame all the way over here because I believe it's the least drawn out frame. I'm doing this fairly late in the day. Today was Mrs. Badger and I. We had our 14th our 39th anniversary, which is the 14th of the month. Oh, that's nice for a side frame. Oh, that's even better. Again, these guys are doing what bees are supposed to be doing. I'm glad to see that. These guys are packing away the stores. Heavy frames. Love it. Now we'll see if they chase the queen downstairs. Nectar, nectar, or sugar water. Okay, so they are converting the cells up here that were brood cells to holding nectar. They're jumpy today. Late in the day, we've had some lousy weather this week. You guys have been doing what bees are supposed to be doing. Bee bread. Lots of bee bread. So they got good pollen stores out of the goldenrod, even if they didn't get much honey. I'd hate to think we have a failed queen at this point. I'm seeing some old cappings. Backfilling with honey. Nothing in the larva stage yet, though. Still seeing old cappings. Ah! I do not see any emergency cells, but I think this girl is shutting down for the winter. We really have enough bees to make it through the winter. Our Troy hive might have queen issues.
Queen issues and swarms have been the biggest problem that we've faced this year. The amount of superseeds that have occurred in these hives is very scary. The unfortunate truth is that we really probably should have requeened the hives with store-bought queens that were bred for this, but our own bee made me promise that we're not going to kill any queens off. If this hive fails during the winter, I actually do have a sneaky plan of combining it and not killing the queen off. But I'm not going to pull that one out of my pocket unless it happens.